When I look back on my MDiv training, I'm most thankful that I've been better equipped to preach and teach God's word to his people. Paul tells us that we are to take heed to our life and to our doctrine because it will save not only us, but our hearers. The MDiv is invaluable for pastoral ministry because as a pastor, you have to be ready for a wide range of questions and different types of ministries. You have to be decent with Greek and with Hebrew. You have to be able to put a sermon together, put a lesson together. You have to counsel people. You have to be able to answer questions about historical theology and how theology has developed over time. And the MDiv really prepares you to be a generalist and have a broad range of understanding to where I can help minister in effective ways. As an associate pastor at a small ministry, you end up wearing a lot of different hats. People sometimes ask me what I do or what my responsibility is, and honestly, it's a lot of different things. I'm involved in discipleship ministries. There's several young men I meet with regularly. I help with the music and leading the singing. I carry a preaching and teaching load on a regular basis. I teach the teenagers. I teach adults. I lead mission trips. So, and it sounds like a lot, and it really is, but when you're at a small church with only a couple staff pastors, you end up carrying a lot of responsibilities like that. My family moved from Tulsa, Oklahoma when I was 5 to a suburb of Charlotte, North Carolina. It's called Lake Wiley, South Carolina. My dad left being on staff at a ministry there in Tulsa and took a small church in Charlotte to help replant it. And so I grew up with my church in many ways. So when I was able to come on staff as a full-time intern, it was really an awesome thing. And then to be able to continue to minister and now pastor at the church I grew up at is a huge blessing. However, there were a lot of tools that I didn't have when it came to exegesis and the languages and theology and learning to read broadly. And so when I started my ministry, I was just doing the best I could, just trying to be faithful. I found out about SCOPE and how they offer at BJU Seminary 7-week courses that are all asynchronous. And that was really big for me. That was very helpful. I took several of those kinds of classes because they fit well with my schedule. They offer classes in several different ways. They have synchronous classes that meet certain times of the week. They have block classes that just 1 week of lectures, and then SCOPE online has been really helpful. 7 weeks, you can fit a class in. And so I'm really thankful for just the flexibility that the seminary has for someone in full-time ministry like me. I had looked into other seminaries, and BJU Seminary in particular, SCOPE, the price to me that I saw was really the best price I could get. My first class I took was a class on the historical books of the Old Testament with Dr. Talbert, and just being able to have the scriptures opened up to me and taught, and how to read and exegete and understand the meaning of these stories that you grew up hearing as a kid was really invaluable, something that really cemented my love for the seminary and my desire to do more, as well as taking counseling classes and getting to hear from seasoned counselors how I can take God's word and apply it to the lives of those that I minister to and help them through some very difficult problems. Those kind of moments are very invaluable and ones that stick with me. If you're interested in some kind of seminary training, I would recommend the Master of Divinity training, especially if you're going into pastoral ministry of any kind, because it fills up your toolbox with tools that you can use to effectively do all kinds of ministry.